along to another episode of This Ain't Your Normal Podcast, starring me, Mike Holland, Nick Armstrong, and Pat Graziano.
Yeah! Yeah! Starring me, Pat Graziano.
Right.
Fuck yeah! Alright.
Pat, you wanted to say something about our sponsor?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Honest Performance. You know, go there, check it out. Use code PAT1997. Website, you know the deal, $15 off. Have fun looking through it. It's a great website. And also shout out to, Can't Go Home. TV show. Get started soon. So yeah, that's about it on my end. Nick?
How's your day, guys?
It's been good. How's your day been?
It was honestly a lot better before he came to my house.
I'm not going to lie. I agree with that, too.
This man is unhinged today. Pat, did you have a bad day or something? Is something irking you or something?
Right.
You know what pisses me off?
Oh, he has something loaded.
Damn, my fault.
You know what fucking pisses me off?
What pissed you off today, Pat? Or what pisses you off?
You know what pissed me off, Mike?
I do not.
When people do not rack their weights at the gym.
I completely agree with you, Pat. You go ahead and start and then I'll finish.
Wait. I agree with you. Was this what's putting you in this mood?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I don't know. I'm just in a mood.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, I agree, though. Like, it is super annoying.
It is. I hate when people do that. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, just like, oh no, dude. It's like, are you done with it? Like, we don't know. You're giving, bad
That's
signals.
so true.
Right.
And then,
That's so true.
I don't know. I just think it's, laziness, too.
It is.
It's like, dude, have respect for the gym, one. Have respect for other people, two. And, this it also builds, it's like making your bed in the morning. You gotta do it.
And what's that, number one rule? Leave the place as you found it or something like that?
Yeah.
I know you did not find that racked with whatever how many weights you had on
Bro,
it.
I will load 500 pounds on something and then I have to freaking unrack it the whole time.
Right.
You know how long that takes? That's
takes
a
a long
whole
time.
workout itself.
It is.
But it builds discipline.
I
You
guess.
use that, you put it back.
And what also kills me is when they don't unrack the weight and they're still at the gym doing a different exercise.
Yeah.
You're still here. You could have put this down before you went over to that new spot.
You know what also pisses me off?
Go ahead, Pat. Let them know.
When people hog things that they're like, I'm going to go bench on the squat rack or I'm going to go fucking, do bicep curls on a bench. They're just hogging that up to other people that want to do chest or whatever. And
Right.
They have so many
I do
limited
get
options.
angry with that, too.
The curls in the bench rack, I know exactly who you're talking about. That was targeted, Pat. I know exactly who you're talking about.
No, there's multiple gyms I've been through. It's what are you doing?
There's one guy at our
there's
gym.
people that do it, but it's like, dude, it's like they're doing shoulder press on the bench press. I'm like, what do you guys?
The guy does shoulder press on the bench, too. He supersets it. Yes.
Oh
I'm not even kidding.
But
I wasn't
Sorry,
thinking about
I
it,
want to
but
go
yeah.
on with the whole hogging, especially when people are on the machine or the bench or whatever, and they're on their phones.
Oh.
That always gets on my nerves. I was like, yo, you're not even working out. You're on your phone.
Dude, leg extensions.
Leg extension
Oh,
and
God.
leg press.
I can't stand it. Y'all just get off your phone. You clearly don't want to work out or
Dude,
do
if
your
you give
legs right
yourself
now.
10 minutes per set, it's like, what are you guys doing?
Right, you're not building
It's not
anything.
working out.
I'm just like, yo, I don't get it.
That
Yeah.
pisses me off.
That happened on with me in the Smith machine today. I wanted to do Smith machine squats, but there's a girl who did her entire workout. I kid you not, probably a total of an hour and a half just at the Smith machine.
Right.
From exercise to just doing different things in the Smith machine. And no, I couldn't unfortunately do the exercise I wanted to do.
Right.
If you have a workout routine that's this is one case, but it has a workout routine that's on one piece of equipment, should that even be allowed? I don't know.
I don't know. I think they need to start having maybe a time limit on each machine. Kind of just like, yo, you can't be hogging it for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 3 hours, I get you there for 30. If you're at a rack or something a bench press, squatting 30 minutes. So it also depends on how much you're using. If you're squatting a plate, it shouldn't take you 30 minutes to do your whole workout.
Yeah, because
You don't have to warm up as much. You get your
That's what I
two
was
workout
gonna say.
sets.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Because if you're squatting 500 pounds like Pat does, it takes a while to warm up.
It does.
Yeah. So.
But at the same time,
But dude, I warm up faster than people actually do their workouts.
no, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're efficient because you understand what it's like when you have to wait, especially
I
with
time
squat
myself,
racks
dude.
and deadlift platforms, benches. I think that's just common across all the gyms that those usually the most popular.
Yeah. And you know, working in with people and stuff like that. But dude, I hate when people just hog the racks. Or they're like doing like 3, like 4 or 5 different exercises. It's like I'm gonna go, you know, squat, and I'm gonna do cleans, I'm gonna do deadlifts. I'm like, dude, just get up, get off the platform, dude. Like other people gotta do stuff too, or just like work in, or just be conscious of that. I don't know. That pisses me off.
I felt that.
Any guys, what pisses you off, Mike?
Oh, pisses me off is slow drivers. You know,
Ooh,
I can't. I'm sorry. Literally, when I'm on the road and it's like the speed limits be like 45, 50, 65, people doing 30 miles per hour. Yo, I just want to honk my horn and go around them, and then I be getting pissed off. I think I got a little bit of road rage. So that could be a little bit of why I get angry. But I can't stand it, especially when people start taking turns when there's no one in front of them. So I'm behind this one person who was taking a right-hand turn, and he legit put on his full brakes, like he did a complete stop, and then he turned. I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, no one's in front of you. Like, get out of the way, basically.
Yeah, I hate when people don't use their blinkers.
Oh, I hate that
they
too.
They put it on the last second. It's like, I'm gonna take a right, right? This last second. I'm gonna slam on the brakes. Fucking asshole, dude. Just put the blinker on.
Right.
God.
Or if they're in the fast lane on the highway and they're driving super slow, I legit ride on people's tails until they move. I don't even care. Because like, you shouldn't be in this lane if you're not going to go over the speed limit.
Yeah.
I'm also that petty guy that won't move. Like if someone's like going 100, and I'm like, I ain't moving.
I hate people like you.
No, I just do it out of pure pettiness, and then they go in the right lane, and I speed up.
I legit hate people like you.
Dude, it's just...
I legit...
Dude, if you're like, chill, dude, it's like, just go around me. Like, I obviously will be in like, I go like, you know, the speed like way, not like, I'm not speedy, but, you know, I go left lane, fast lane, you know what I mean?
Left lane, fast lane. I literally went into a different lane to get in front of that person, to drive slow in front of them to make them feel how I felt.
Damn.
That's how bad I am.
That's a big peeve of yours. Damn.
I really cannot stand slow drivers. I'm just like, if you're slow, you shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah,
not trying to be rude, but like, yo, get out my way. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm already late.
There's like one situation specifically about this. When like you're merging, or no, when someone's merging into the highway.
And they stop.
No, but like if there's traffic and someone's merging into the highway, you know how like the merging lane kind of extends for a while, but then it converges with like the most right-hand lane.
Yeah.
I hate when people like, it's respectful to like just like try to get in right when you're there, but people will like zoom all the way down, try to skip like 30 cars, and then merge into the lane when it's like the last second, when it's literally about to turn to like the breakdown lane. Oh. I never let them. Nah, Mike.
I do that all the time.
I don't let them in. I will let them go in the breakdown lane. I do not care.
Oh, yeah, Nick, I'm sorry. I am one of those people that you hate. I'm sorry. I do that all the time. Too.
Like, they'll speed up, like you're merging, and they're like way back there, and they start fucking flying, trying to get in front of you. I'm like, dude, you serious right now? Just go in the middle lane. Just don't stay in the right lane.
Right.
There's a whole middle lane wide open. Why are you speeding up on the right lane? Just move. I'm
not gonna lie, the right lane is usually sometimes even one of the fastest ones for me because no one's in there.
Yeah, I usually
I just be zooming in. I'd be like, yo, I'd be breaking all the rules. I'm sorry. I'd be even driving breakdown lanes sometimes.
Sounds like you're a crazy driver.
I am a crazy driver. People say I have a lead foot, but it's alright. I know it. I own it.
I have a lead hand.
I don't know what that means.
Me either.
Oh.
Just kidding. Okay. I probably don't have a lead hand.
Yeah, I don't think so. After seeing that.
Right.
I probably don't.
But no, Nick, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. I will.
That pisses me off.
What is even worse than someone going slow is waiting in a long line where I know I can beat the line and get ahead. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I kind of make it like a game. Like, I think I'm a NASCAR driver when I start driving.
When you drive like that, like it can be more dangerous or perceived as more dangerous, but it makes it more fun.
It does.
I like to drive. I like to go fast. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like to go too fast though. Like, I'm not going over nobody's 100.
What's your normal? Like if it's like an open highway, what's your cruise speed at?
80.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mine's 80.
I'll go 100.
Really?
If it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, no one's on the highway, I'm just gonna go out. Like
I'm scared to do that. There's always something random, like either an animal or a person or the random
on police. The highway.
I've seen people walk on the highway multiple times.
It makes me nervous to do it now.
I'm a cruise. Like I always go 80.
Yeah,
you have
80.
To at least go 80.
80 is my highest I've gone. I haven't gone past 80.
Ever?
Maybe I have, but
No, you've definitely gone past 80.
I haven't
You've
gone.
definitely been going 90.
I have
before.
never. No. I have never gone over 100. I know that for a fact.
I
But maybe
definitely-
like 85. I know I'm a crazy driver, but like, I have my limits.
Dude, my car doesn't like. I have to be careful with my car, so like shit. I might go 100, it blows up.
My car shakes after 100. I won't lie. The most I've done is 110
My car starts shaking at
Where?
80.
on the highway. Just like
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, if it's like late at night, like I'll just send it.
I
Dang.
couldn't do that.
You guys, were you like, you guys like listen to music and like feeling it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm acting. I'm like I'll pretend I'm like in Tron or something like
Right.
that.
I have my own concert that only I attend.
Yeah, I killed that shit, dude.
All right.
I'm destroying
I be
that.
hitting every high note. I'm like, I got this. Shoot.
I don't when I'm going really fast like that. I don't sing. I grip
Oh.
the wheel like really tight, and I like pretend like I'm NASCAR. Like I'm really
Mhm.
focused. Personally, I can't.
Took
Like, that's
Adderall.
distracting. No Adderall.
No Adderall.
Just straight focus, determination,
Right.
hard work.
Grind.
Set. The Pat grind set.
Mm-hmm.
Patness.
All right. So, Nick, what pisses you off?
Yeah, Nick. What pisses you off?
I can't think of like a general thing like on a day-to-day basis,
It's
but
definitely me.
well,
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
today you didn't piss me off. But
As much.
As much. Well, I don't know. That introduction was kind of crazy.
Right?
He
just needs some star quality.
There is something though, like that happened like today or like last night, where I was hanging out with friends, and we had to Uber somewhere. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay for an Uber. I'm just gonna drive
Right.
somewhere. Like I'm gonna drive there myself, just so like I can avoid the Uber costs. The sacrifice of me driving is I didn't get to drink because we were like going out to a bar. I was like, you know what? I won't drink. It's fine. I'll drive. I'd rather save like the $50 on an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I had previously like bought like some of my buddies' alcohol because like they're all meeting at my house, and the person that paid for the Uber today was trying to charge me for it.
Mm.
I'm like, wait, why are you charging me for the Uber? Like I had nothing to do with the Uber. Like I bought you alcohol. If anything, you owe me money.
Right.
And they're like, oh, like no, I don't owe you anything until they pay me back for the Uber.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not even related to this Uber situation.
Right.
Why are you like pinning it in such a weird way where you're not paying me back until someone else pays you back?
Right.
But yeah, people are weird about stingy about Ubers, like paying back.
Mhm.
Like if you're in the car, like you gotta like pay the other person. Like that's just like how it is. If you
Dude,
buy someone anything, like I didn't drink any of the alcohol.
Right.
Like, why am I?
Dude, people take like anything for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I have people that won't even pay you back. They'll
Right.
try to throw it under the rug, and you have to nag the shit out of them.
I feel bad about that too. It's like I don't want to like make this a big thing, but like if you owe me some money, like just, just like pay me back. Like don't have this become this thing where like it's a week later, you feel guilty, you feel
But
bad
it's
about
not
it.
even like you're bringing it up. They're like trying to like hope that you forget about it.
That's what I think so too. Honestly, if I bought them alcohol, depending like where did you buy it, at the bar or was it, you say at your house, right?
Not because we were just like pre-gaming at my
Yeah.
house.
I would have been like, all right, cool. Before we go, I need this money. That's how I roll. Like,
I'm just gonna say next time, like I'm not buying it unless like you pay me
right,
before. Kind of
right.
like
You have to like, you can't get none of the alcohol
I
unless you
always
pay me
right
for
away.
it.
Like you buy
Exactly.
me alcohol, I Venmo you like that.
Right.
I
do
don't.
the same exact thing.
I don't like owing people money.
Neither do I.
Like I don't like the fact knowing that like I would rather just get it out of the way. Like see my bank account drop, whatever it
Right.
might be. Like
See my bank account. Drop.
I don't like knowing like oh like my bank account will drop. Like it's a matter of time when I do it. It's like I'm just gonna get out of the way.
See, sometimes with unlike you guys, my other group of friends, like I love hanging out
Other
with you.
friends?
I have other friends, and you guys have
He has other friends?
You literally just talked about your other friends last night.
They were
So-
our invite.
You guys were doing something else last
Oh yeah,
night.
you
Right.
go.
Well, I had plans. I had other plans.
So sometimes with me and my other friends, where we will go out and like someone will buy a round of drinks, and then I'll buy a round of drinks, and someone else will like everybody who's in that group who got a free drink from someone is buying someone else a drink. So like we kind of do like that. So it's like that makes it even, and that's what I rather do. But I always have to make sure like if I buy this round, you buy one too, right? Like I'm not just buying out of goodness in my heart because I ain't that cool, I ain't that rich, I'm broke. Well, I'm not really broke, but just for the sake.
He's comfortable, guys.
I ain't comfortable, so.
Right.
I'm with you. I don't like owing people money. I always make sure, like, hey, like, I owe you how much? All right, cool, bet. I Venmo them. I even make sure they get the Venmo. I say, hey, I just Venmo. I get the Venmo receipt sent to my email. And then I was like, yo, did you get it? He or she got it? All right, cool. My debt is clear. Like, everybody else who owes you money, that's on them.
You know what pisses me off?
Damn, what's going around? What's up?
Freaking when you know, get fast food, they barely give you any fries. Like, you gotta,
That was no.
That's not what I thought you were
get
going to
barely
say.
any fries. You order a large fry and you get half of it. It's like, what
That's
the hell
fair.
is happening? Even at a restaurant, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right, I be getting upset about that too. But let me ask you a question: when you order fast food, are you going inside or are you doing like drive-through?
Drive-through most of the time.
See, I never do drive-through. I always go inside. So if I feel like they're not giving me enough, I be like, hey, like I just saw you get that other person French fries. Where's my?
You
extra?
do that?
I've done that.
Yeah, he done it in front of me.
I've literally done that.
Like, yo, there's no fries in the bag, bro.
Right. There's no fries. Like I know you because it's a story of Five Guys. I went to Five Guys.
Five Guys are never skimpy.
It was the one in Brockton. So this place was very skimpy, and literally the dude just gave this other guy free fries because he just walked in. He didn't have no like Uber Eats like thing, you know, on the phone. Like I'm picking up an order. He literally texted the guy and said, "Come get the food, whatever." He came and got it, and then he handed me my bag. I said, "Yo, where are my extra fries?" He goes, "I'm sorry, what?" I said, "Yo, you only did the cup. How come you didn't scoop some in and throw some in the bag like you're supposed to?" He said, "Oh, my fault." I said, "Yeah, your fault. Make sure I got my extra
Damn.
fries." I'm paying for something.
Mike's alpha like that. Like, he does it.
Like, especially when it comes to my food. Like, I'm paying for something, and I'm just like, yo, I'm expected to get this because this is what Five Guys is known for. I'm not shy. Why am I wasting my money? If anything, I should get my money back then.
Yeah. Like, we would go to Texas Roadhouse. He's like, where's my fucking bread?
I don't do that. I just ask for extra bread.
Can we get more bread?
Yo, he goes to 4 baskets himself.
Right.
It's delicious though.
It is.
Yo,
the bread's free, so I'm supposed to get my free
we got
bread.
hooked up one time. They were
did.
closing, and they gave us all the bread at the
They gave us all the bread at the end. I had two to-go boxes of bread, plus my food that I didn't finish.
Yeah, I didn't finish this food.
I don't.
Yeah, because you fill up on the fried pickles in the bread.
No, I don't eat fried pickles. It's the snake bites is what I eat.
It's like jalapeno or something?
Yeah.
Wait, is that actually made of snake?
No.
What is it made of? Why is it snake bite? Why is it called snake bite?
Because it's hot. I don't know. It's Texas Roadhouse. They probably just needed a name for this thing that I eat. Like, it's fried cheese with peppers inside.
Made with snake. That's lost brain cells. Watch it be made with snake now.
Right? I know. I'd be like, go on the next podcast. See, I told everybody. He's like, I got a picture of it on the menu.
Someone comment. Are snake bites made out of snake?
Right. And please let us know who's right, me or Pat.
All right, no. Don't do this right now. I'm probably wrong.
You are wrong.
But, like, Mike's going to be holding it on my head.
I'm not going to be holding
I'm always right.
The
You're always wrong.
The viewers are the ones who are, like, making this right or wrong. So.
You know what, viewers? I appreciate your support, and I know you got my back even though I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just support me so I cannot get rashed for, ages. Thanks. Bye.
Like, you doing that definitely means you lost. Like, you gotta beg for people to vote for you.
I'm not begging.
Yes, you are. You're pleading with them.
Son of a bitch. He said what I said.
Or you said what I said.
Takes two to dance.
You mean tango.
Tango.
I'm just thinking like the fast food thing. Something like I would never do that. Like I just don't like confrontation. I respect that. I wish I would do that.
Mm.
But something that I really hate is when they get your order wrong.
Oh,
like if they put pickles in my sandwich when I ask for no pickles, I will go back and like because I wouldn't eat it. So like, obviously I'm gonna go back. I'm like, yo, like, I'll give them a hard time about that. Like I said no pickles. I'm not gonna eat this. Like please give me what I ordered.
Right.
That really like at a restaurant or even like fast food, whatever it is, when you get my order wrong. Like, you like, especially the people that try to memorize everything.
Right.
I've had experiences where it'll be like a group of 8, and they're not writing anything down. And I look to the person next to me, like, why aren't they writing this down?
Right.
There's no way they're going to know this. They're going to put pickles in my sandwich. They're going to, like,
right.
And it's stressful. You're like, oh, no. But when they get that wrong, I hate that.
You got to send it back. I do, too.
You know what? It's interesting. Like, Mike is, like, really, like, he would confront someone, but you're not. Why? Like, why won't you like this?
It depends like
be
how
confronted?
big of a deal it is. Like if it's like not that significant, like
There's like things go.
if there wasn't like a ton of fries, I'm not gonna be like, oh, not enough fries. I'm going like I'll just be like, it's like annoying, but I'm just gonna keep going. It's like not worth my energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So it'll be like situation, but like Mike's like it doesn't matter. Like he's gonna confront. That's his personality.
But it might just like
I think I honestly like
it comes easier for some
envy
people.
that aspect of Mike.
Yeah, exactly. So like, do you do that?
I'm more confrontive, yes, but I'm also like like you said, like depends if I care.
Right.
If I don't care, I just don't care. But if I care, I'll be confronted.
Right. I feel like I'm more confronted when I know I'm wasting money on something. I don't like my money to be wasted. It's one of the main things I hate. Like if I'm wasting, like if I buy food and I don't like it, I just feel like I just wasted whatever amount of money this food just cost me, and I'm pissed.
What about if someone's talking shit? Will you confront them or no?
That's tough because I kind of don't really care what people say about me because at the end of the day, I know who I am. They don't know who I am. They're just assuming something.
Yeah.
And if they were big enough to maybe say it to my face, then I might confront them. But they're talking behind my back, so in my opinion, I feel like they're more scared or intimidated by me by not saying it to me face to face.
Yeah.
Because like I said, life's too short to have grudges with other people because tomorrow's not promised. Sorry to go a little deep right there for y'all.
Mike preaches.
I do
Mike
preach.
Mike preach. No, I do agree.
Mm-hmm.
There's also like obviously there's days like it's like 80. Well, it's probably like 9, 10, but like some days you're just in one of those moods like, well, fuck this guy.
Right.
Then you just get confronted like. But most of the time it's like I don't give a fuck. It's like your opinion. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. To me, it's worthless because I don't care about your opinion.
I think it really depends. So I think it really depends on like who it's coming from. If I have respect for this person, then it might irritate me more. But if it's like, if some like, I don't know, what's a good example? Like some like small person at the gym, like it's like saying like, oh, you're
like physically
you're
small.
you're like just like not muscular, like weak person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can't bench the bar. If they're like, yo, you're weak, I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
If it's coming from someone like Pat, I'm like, oh man, like this guy's actually strong. Like he like.
But I personally think you shouldn't be like, who gives a fuck what I do?
No, I'm not. I'm more inclined to care. I should
Not
say.
talking about like not someone like you, but someone who's like small.
It's just like if like and for anything, if I have respect for this person or they're like an expert in their field and their words have a lot more weight coming from like other people.
That makes sense.
Right.
One thing I did want to comment on that I actually kind of disagreed on is that if someone confronts me or if someone talks behind my back about something, I'm more inclined to call them out in my opinion because, like you said, like they're probably doing it because like they're scared to do it in person or whatever it may be.
Yeah, too.
But if you do it, if you confront them in person, like, they'll be thrown off, like they'll be shook.
Right.
And I like to see that reaction. It's like, oh, like I said it behind closed doors. Like I wasn't expecting this to come to fruition. And a lot of the times, what will happen is they'll be like, oh, like my bad, like.
Yeah.
Like I mean
100%.
that, like I don't know where you heard, and like
I do that often too.
they'll trip on their words.
Yeah, I do that often too. But there's also like situations like someone's like talking behind my back and I don't know them.
Right.
I honestly don't care.
Right.
Like, I laid your opinion's worthless.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Just
how I
because
feel.
like we never met, like I never known you as a human, right? Like we never built like really a connection at all. Just, you're just making a judgment and whatever. Like people can judge whatever they want. Like it's their opinion, they're entitled to it, but it doesn't really affect me really. I try to just you have to have that self-confidence in yourself, right? So you have to believe in yourself, and like if you stop building like letting doubters or like having that self-doubt in yourself, you letting them win. And sometimes like reacting to things, it's like that's what they're poking you for. Like they're trying to like get you pissed.
Right.
But if you just like cool, it's like all right, I don't care, they'll usually stop.
Yeah, and I like I totally agree with that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So, but no, I think there's different situations, stuff like that. But overall, I do agree. It's like I think what Nick said is like on point. There's sometimes you have to confront people. It's like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right.
Well, it's like like just say it right now. I'm right here. Just, see if they're actually about it. But there's also times where it's like, well, I don't really care. It's like or what they said is they're like trying to poke you to get you pissed. It's like, nah, you ain't pissing me off.
Right.
And also, I think also like in some scenarios, it's like if someone's talking behind your back to another person, like a lot of the times they're just trying to like impress the other person, like
Yeah,
trying to
they're
be
just
cool.
jealous or
Right.
something. It's
Like they want to like act edgy, and they're like, oh, like this person's like, like it's like, oh, like, you know, like sometimes like they might not have like the worst intentions. Like, don't get me wrong, you should never be talking about another person.
Yeah.
Try not to.
Yeah,
like,
you know,
even like positive things, like I appreciate it, but like again, like I just like don't like the idea of someone saying my name, talking about me when I'm not in the room.
Right.
Regardless
Yeah.
if it's, I mean, negative even worse, but positive, it's still like, what led you to start thinking
it's
about
actually,
me when I'm not there?
How
Right.
you brought that out is actually pretty funny. Because I actually thought about this before. You know, how I am personally built, right? So say if I did something really good at the gym, it's like I hit like 565 or something at deadlift. It's like, oh, dude, that's so cool. It's so impressive. And you have like people like, you know, try to give you your flowers. I don't like that. I have, like, really, I don't like
People
it.
giving you flowers at the gym?
No,
I've never seen
no,
that.
So
don't take it literal.
You mean
I
like
mean,
compliments?
yeah, compliments. Like, dude, that's impressive and stuff like that. But for me, it's like not impressive. Like I have my standard in my mind, so when I say it, I appreciate it, right? It's like cool, yeah. But like for me, it doesn't really do much for me, like, you know, motivation wise or whatever. This doesn't do much. Like I appreciate it. Like that's nice of them to do that, and you know, I do think going, you know, saying that to like other people might give them a positive. It's just who I am. I really just have a standard in my mind that I'm looking at. So I'm like, well, I should be able to do this. That's how I'm thinking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy, but like I want more. So it's really, it's like, you know, doesn't really motivate me that much. But dude, there's other people that will motivate the shit out of me. It's like, dude, that's fucking what's up. You hit like, you know, 2 plates or whatever. That's like, you know, it's based on like people's personalities. So you have to like be conscious of that because it's not like a cookie cutter thing, right? So some people might be a little bit harder on themselves. And, you know, it's life, right? Humans are humans.
Right.
Yeah. Everyone's receptive
Gotta
to...
be aware. Awareness.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, people are receptive to, like, to different types of feedback. Like, for you, like, you might not like compliments. And, like, I'm kind of the same way where, like, I just, like, don't know what to say. If someone says, like, oh, like, that's a lot of weight, like, good job. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just, like, don't really know how to respond. Like, I appreciate it. Like, I know they're just trying to be, like, nice or whatever. But at the same time, like, I think a lot of people are like that where, like, if people, like, say something nice about you, like, they don't know how to react to that.
Right.
I just hate it when it's like also like when you like say if I'm doing like 4 plates and they're like doing it like that's a lot of weight. I'm like, guys, I'm like chill. Like
Right.
I can try to warm up.
I mean, when people compliment me, it throws me off guard. Like, I'm just not used to people coming up to me and say, "Oh, good job," because usually it's like, "Oh, for real." Like, I appreciate that. Like, I'm just working on me. Like, I wasn't doing this for praise.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're praising me
that's
it is kind of nice to hear. But at the same time, like
That's
with
not
you,
why.
like I don't always know what to say because I'm not expecting it.
And it's like you said, that's not why you're doing it.
Right. It's not why I'm doing it, but I do take it.
I want to ask you guys a question. What would motivate you more? If someone at the gym came up to you and said, hey, you're looking really small, versus like, hey, you're looking really big. What's more actually motivating for you?
For me, if you don't mind me answering first, I would definitely say, hey, you're looking really big. That would motivate me to do more because it's kind of like I don't normally see the progression in myself, but when I hear from other people say, okay, I'm actually doing something, and then I start to see it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then like I used to take photos of myself. I don't do it anymore. But then, when I first started, like this year until like the last photo I did, and I look at them, I could definitely see a difference. So I think I'm about starting doing that again.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the
Very
year,
beneficial.
where I'm just like, okay, I take this picture in January. I want to see how I look at maybe in, let's say 3 months, or y'all do that math for me. January,
3
February,
months,
March.
a year,
Yeah.
you track your whole progress.
Right, and do it that way. But yeah, it definitely motivates me to do more, and like kind of gives me like a reassurance of like what I'm doing is the right thing what I'm doing.
It's also like they're almost like setting the standard for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, like looking good, big man. It's like, oh, like, he views me as a big guy. I gotta make sure I stay this big guy now.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Pat? What would like?
For me, it's like, you know, like not really. It depends. Like to me, I take both as a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can say I'm big and stuff like that. That's like, you know, I appreciate it. Like it's cool, but it's like doesn't really motivate me. And like calling me small, it's like again, it's like, well, it depends. Like if I'm looking at you, I'm like, well, you calling me small? It's like some people like, yeah, you shouldn't be calling me small. Oh, it's like, you know, but again, it's like really like I don't care that much because I'm my own hardest critic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I expect things. I have my own standards. I want to reach out. So, do I appreciate someone saying, "Oh, you're big. You're freaking looking huge"? Yeah, I do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But will it motivate me? No, it may help a little bit, but like it's. Yeah. So just going off
Wait.
Marker. All right. Yeah, so just going off what I just said, yeah, really, it just, I'm really more internally motivated, like self-motivated, trying to, I have my own standards, but, obviously, like, getting, gratitude. I'm definitely I have gratitude for people that, come up to me and, wishing me, like, you're impressed. And the biggest thing is, like, when someone, says about your work ethic. I feel like that motivates me, actually. But, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. What motivates you? Would it be, oh, you're looking big, or you're looking small?
I think for me, it's like, oh, you're looking big. I don't like when people like criticize me. I kind of get in my head about it. Again, it usually depends on who it's coming from. Like if I have respect for the person, maybe I'll listen to them a little bit more. But when people say, it's kind of like the standard thing I said. Like if someone's like, oh, like what's up, big guy, or whatever like that. I'm like, oh, this is standard. This person views me a certain way. I want to make sure I maintain that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that for a while because I introduced a lot of my friends to the gym. I was like kind of the guy that showed them like the ropes. So that was like a standard. Like, okay, like I'm like kind of the guy they're looking up for knowledge or whatever it may be. So like I need to like keep up with this standard so they can still view me as a figure that like a wealth of knowledge or whatever it may be. So definitely more like the positive ends I can get motivated from.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds real good. All right. So thank you.
Question?
What?
No question.
Look, you kind of answered it earlier.
You already answered the question.
I was gonna change it. Like there's a thing like we talk about like outside of this also like at the gym, but like external motivation, like seeing other people succeed and being at the top, that motivates me as well because it also gives me like a blueprint to follow and stuff like that and see what their work ethic is. So that's probably the biggest external factors I see, like the people who are successful and how they got there, and knowing that if I do it or just even put the work, like I'll be able to get there. It's possible, right? So I use that as motivation as well. But.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. I agree with that.
Well, great discussion, guys. Like this was a really good one.
This was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Real good.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of This Ain't Your Normal Podcast. Leave your comments in below on what pisses you off and what's your motivation for the gym, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Awesome.
if not the gym, just like work.
Yeah. What's your motivation in life?
Yes.
All right. Well,
All right.
thank you guys for watching.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Woo!